What's this ant? What's that? I've never seen an ant like that.
Oh, he's got jaws.
Whoa, sure does. Okay, we gotta get a closer look at this. Oh, here we go, jar. Okay, I don't need the net. Look at that. He's got like, it's like a hammerhead ant. You guys see that? Here, let me see if I can get it. That is, I mean, it looks like it bites, but I wonder if it stings. I've never seen an ant like this. Okay, see if we'll just crawl up. This is a good, got him.
Whoa.
Whoa, what is this? Whoa. Guys, get in here tighter with the camera. Can you get a shot of those mandibles?
Yeah, those are huge.
Whoa. It looks a lot like a bulldog ant, a little bit smaller, but like same body shape. I wonder if it stings. All right, let me try something real quick. I had a feeling I might need these. Let's see if we can spot a stinger. If we spot a stinger, this might be our creature for this video. Whoa, look at that. Oh yeah, I see a stinger flying. Oh yeah, definitely stinging away. Like its mandibles go all the way out 90 degrees. Looks like it's like a hammerhead ant. That is crazy. Man, I think we might hit the jackpot with this, guys. You hear that? That thing just snapped. Let's see if we can get cell signal. I want to find out what this is. Guys, I don't have service. We're gonna take this ant with us, mark this location. We're gonna head back up with our, I'm calling it the hammerhead ant for now, to see exactly what it is that we just discovered. Let's go. There we go. Woo! All right, finally got some service. Let's see what we got. Guys.
What is it, Mark?
I think we got a good one. You guys will take a guess at what this ant is named? It's not a hammerhead ant, just to give you a hint. What do you think?
The vice grip ant.
That's pretty close, actually. What do you think, Asa? Anything?
The jaw cutter?
Jaw cutter, no. I like that name though. It could easily have been that. However, is this the ant? That's the ant, right? Right there?
That looks just like it.
Okay, you guys are gonna love this name. Drum roll, please. What we have found this morning is the TRAPJAW ant. And get this, it has the fastest bite of any animal on the planet. That's what we were hearing this morning. That clicking sound is because they are able to shut their jaws at such velocity that it makes an audible clicking noise. I cannot believe I've never heard of this species before. And I'm reading here that it has the fastest appendage of any animal, let alone the jaws, the fastest appendage of any animal, snapping its jaws shut at 145 miles an hour. Everything's talking about the bite though. Let me make sure it can sting. Oh, here we go. Yes, we were right. We were seeing a stinger. It can absolutely sting. In fact, here's a quick article. It says top 25 most painful stings in the world, right there, TRAPJAW ant. This is a perfect candidate for today's mystery creature for the bite sting index. Let's go set up our table and get into it. All right, got our table. Got a few things in my pack that I need to get out. Okay, don't need that. Do need a couple of things though. First things first, it's a nice little, it's probably a better capsule for that ant. Got some forceps. And most important thing, first aid. Oh, can't forget the adventure fuel. Get a little drink. Oh yeah, man. Stuff really helps so much after hiking all day. All right, need to get all important. Got the EpiPen. This is just in case we have any kind of allergic reaction. Every venom's different. Everybody reacts differently to venom, so I want that on standby. Now I want to transfer this TRAPJAW ant into a little bit better container so we can get really good footage of it. Okay. Oh man, they're fast when they want to be. Hear that click? Oh man. Now we can see you. You know, it's not the biggest ant ever. I mean, it's certainly not a bullet ant, but the fact that it's rated one of the top 25 stings in the world, it must have pretty potent venom. Now that I'm able to get a closer look at this ant, I can really appreciate how truly bizarre it is. What an unusual creature. It has a super flattened head, almost like a football shape, very alien looking. Its head is so strange. Oh, and it's got like this spiked mouth part that it's sticking out, like a proboscis. I wonder if that's gonna be able to make the pain of the bite worse. Whoa, super unusual. And then it has these really long antennae, almost making it look like it has an extra set of legs. You can easily see how this animal could be mistaken for a spider if you didn't know what you were looking at. But I'm ready to get it out of the container and get a closer look at those jaws. I mean, the fastest appendages in the world. Here we go. This is actually gonna be really hard to get a good grip on this ant. As soon as I get the forceps close, they get really flighty. Let's see if I can put it on the table, stay up. Just don't want to go through the crack. See how fast it is? Gosh, it's so fast. Oh gosh. No, no, no. Oh, geez, its jaw snapped so fast it popped it back. Oh no, we lost it. We lost it. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, let's see if I can. Look at that. Here, get a shot of that. Look at that. Okay, got it. I don't know for how long. This is very challenging to hold. This ant's exoskeleton is super tough and very slick. These forceps do not want to hold it, but look at that. You can definitely see that stinger going. Look at it fishing around. Let's talk about how we're going to rank the trapjaw ant on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. It's going to be ranked on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. So at the end of this video, we will combine all 3 of those factors rated from 1 to 10 into a final Brave Wilderness BSI, a Bite Sting Index for the trapjaw ant. In terms of intimidation, ants, you know, they're small, right? But they're also mighty. And for an ant with the fastest jaws, the fastest bite in the world, I am super intimidated right now. And I also know this is one of the top 25 stings in the world. Just that knowledge alone and seeing how fast those jaws can snap, where I can hear them like a pop, we're gonna get a good score right off the bat. The pain, we're gonna figure out just here in a second. As far as the aftermath goes, we're gonna monitor the bite and the sting for the next 2 days to see how bad the swelling, the itching, and all those damage effects are. Starting to get a little sweaty, the nerves are hitting. It's time to officially enter the bite and sting zone with the trapjaw ant. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah, the stinger's in. You see that sting? Ah! Oh yeah, that burns. Yeah. That stinger's stuck in there. Oh yeah, okay, okay. I didn't take a good bite. I didn't take a good bite yet. Hang on, let's just give him. Okay, yeah, yeah, that, okay, yeah, okay, got a bite. All right, I know what it feels like now. Okay, hang on. Hang on.
You okay, Mark?
It's building. That burns really bad. So these stings have 3 distinct phases. 1, when you first get hit, there's like an instant searing. Definitely feel the stinger go in and the immediate burn. But then the burning starts to build. That's really phase 2. And that's when it gets a little scary, because you don't know how high that flame is gonna rise. And then you see the redness and the swelling. You can even see the swelling that's starting to happen here in my wrist, and definitely the swelling around the sting. It looks like I got hit a couple of small stings. It was tucked up underneath. It hit me once up here, maybe once right there, but you can see where it did the most damage, right in the center of that sting. You can see there's a little bit of blood coming to the surface. I definitely took a good pop from the stinger. I intentionally took another bite at the end so I could test the bite, and I think we're ready. It's time to put the trapjaw ant on the Bite Sting Index. Here we go. On intimidation, the trapjaw ant is super bizarre, but is quite small. That said, those snapping jaws do look capable of slicing through skin, and the popping sound it can make is very alarming. Also, I know firsthand just how bad an ant bite can be. It's also worth mentioning that helping its score is knowing that this is ranked as a top 25 sting in the world, which definitely put me on edge. All things considered, I give it a 5 out of 10 on intimidation. For pain, the sting proved to be worse than the bite. This ant sting burned immediately, injecting my forearm with searing heat. At first, it was a similar feeling to the bullet ant, but not nearly as painful. As for the bite, it was just a very sharp pinch. In total, for pain, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. The aftermath of the trapjaw ant was painful, but manageable, leaving behind only mild swelling and redness 2 days later, and falling far short of the bone-crushing pain of the bullet ant. So for that, I only give it a 4.5 out of 10. All things combined, this ant ranks at a 5.3 on the Brave Wilderness BSI, because its snap turns out to be much louder than its bite. Oh, got one. Oh yeah. Woo, yeah. This, believe it or not, is one of the most famous creatures ever featured on the Brave Wilderness channel. That's right, the original Bloodworm video now has over 73 million views. But in that original adventure, we did leave a few things on the table that are definitely worth revisiting. Namely, the venomous bite of this creature. Actually, did Coyote take a bite?
Ow!
Oh.
Yay!
Did it bite you?
He got me!
I got that!
He got me! I felt it. It was a little pinch.
Let me see. Where'd he get you?
Right there, right in the crux of my finger.
I think we can do better than just a pinch for one of the world's only venomous worms. In fact, we learned something very important about this creature between the last adventure and today that's going to help us achieve a bite on camera. But before I go getting myself chomped for this new bloodworm experiment, we need to find a whole lot more worms than just this one. Let's keep digging. Bloodworms hunt for prey in the tidal mudflats of both the Atlantic and Pacific coasts of the United States and Canada. They have also earned the nickname sludge worm, since their habitat consists of thick mud and quicksand that can easily swallow your boots whole. To find these slimy predators, worm diggers use special rakes to quickly peel back mud and reveal worms on the move that could be sold as prize fishing bait. And while they can be difficult to find, some of the best worm diggers in Maine can collect up to 1,000 worms a day, with the largest ones growing up to 15 inches long. After hours of digging and covered head to toe in mud and sweat, we filled a bucket and set the stage for one of the worst bites we've ever filmed. Welcome to the Bloodworm bite table. What I have in front of me here are 5 very large bloodworms. No, these are not your granddad's night crawlers, folks. These are natural born killers. Armed with 4 venomous fangs and an appetite to match, we have been told that these worms pack one heck of a bite. Some people say that it's like a bee sting, and locals have even told us that they've seen worm diggers crawling out of the mudflats in near tears from being bitten by these carnivorous worms. But there is one key piece of information that we learned from the original bloodworm video to today, and that is you can actually head a bloodworm. Similar to how a herpetologist would head a venomous snake to keep it from biting them, I will actually attempt to grab the proboscis once it shoots out and then intentionally inflict my first bite. And yes, I said first bite. There's gonna be more than one. Now what I'm going to try to do is head the proboscis, and while I'm attempting to do this, let's review some of the most interesting facts about this bizarre marine oddity. The bloodworm is a venomous segmented worm that hunts invertebrates and other marine creatures. Armed with 4 razor-sharp fangs and a projectile mouth called a proboscis, they are voracious predators and are as aggressive as they are bizarre. One of the most shocking things about these worms is how normal they can appear and then in a split second transform into one of the most alien-looking life forms you've ever seen. And as if this wasn't creepy enough, things get even worse. Once the bloodworm has its prey ensnared in those hooked jaws, it will inject it with a paralyzing venom that incapacitates the victim, so it can be digested and eaten alive. This venom is chemically similar to that of a scorpion and is known to cause severe reactions in humans, including burning, tissue damage, and anaphylactic shock. Please do not attempt what you're about to see. Oh, almost got it. Ah, I missed it. Oh, come on. All right. I got it. Oh, wants to bite me. That is the proboscis of one of the biggest bloodworms I have ever seen. Holy moly. That's over a foot, for sure. Okay, time to get bitten by one of the only venomous worms on the planet, the bloodworm. Got a good hold on it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah! He's on me. Oh, look at that. Ah, he won't let go. Ah, he won't let go. Oh. Ah. Oh, he's in. Go, he's really on there, guys. I can't get him off. He's biting me. Oh, he's got me good. Yeah, he got me. Ah, man, it didn't break the skin. It was definitely latched into me, but its fangs I don't think are long enough to break the skin of my finger. I wonder if I try on a softer part. Let's try my wrist. It's a little bit thinner there, a little bit softer. All right, here we go. Let's go in for the second bite on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Oh, yep. See him tug on the skin? Ah, he's latched. He's latched. Ah, yeah. Oh, I can't get him off. Yeah, he's got me. You see that? Ah, keep rolling, keep rolling. I'm gonna try to pry him off. He's really latched on. Come on, let go, let go. Ah, he won't let go. Oh, he won't let go. Gotta get him off. Ah. Oh. Oh yeah. That was a full-on bloodworm bite. Boy, that burns. Gosh, you get that shot?
Got
Those
it.
fangs were all the way latched in. Oh. Oh, that burns. Ooh, man, yes. You can see that there wasn't much blood produced from the bite, but I've got blisters forming, and that's likely due to all the inflammation and swelling. I feel it in the nervous system. My wrist is screaming right now. Super painful burning sensation, a lot like a wasp or a bee sting. Those fangs are like little talons, and it just grabbed right through the skin and did not want to let go. They were like barbs on a fishing hook. They were just in there. And really, I wasn't able to get the worm off until it decided to relax a little bit, and I pried it back. But those fangs are definitely sharp enough. Yikes, that hurt. Now that we've witnessed what a single bloodworm is capable of, let's see what happens when I submerge my hands in over 100 of them. Do bloodworms hunt in packs? We're about to find out. Before I attempt to feed my hands to these 4-fanged terrors, let's take a look at what they did to some normal prey from the wild. While related and very similar looking to bloodworms, the sandworm is not nearly as formidable. And after a short time in a small aquarium, we can see they are also very much their food. The venomous bloodworms attacked and broke down the sandworms quickly, and what you're seeing now are signs of both chewing and dismemberment, a clear sign of active predation. If you thought one bloodworm bite was bad, check this out. Whoa! Look at all these worms. That is a container filled with over 100 bloodworms in this tank. And I'm going to attempt to submerge my hands into this tank of bloodworms for 2 minutes. All enough to figure out, do bloodworms hunt in packs? Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that feels so weird. Ah, I just took my first bite. Hit me on the pinky. It was a bite and release. Oh, I could feel them. Yeah, I could feel more proboscis going. It's like you could feel them tense up and then poof, it fires out. The anticipation is killing me. If you could see them wriggling, they have their little sensory tips, sensing their environment for anything that they can eat or get those jaws on. Oh, I could see a lot of them are shooting their proboscis out already. They sense something foreign in their environment. I gotta look away. This is like too much anxiety just looking at this container. This has gotta be the creepiest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Just so disgusting, feeling all those worms wriggling around my fingers. One thing that we noticed earlier is that as soon as one of them fires their proboscis, it seems to create a rapid fire effect. They all do it at the same time.
They're going crazy.
They are. Feel them wriggling around my fingers. Oh man, oh yeah. got another one. Oh my goodness, so creepy. All right, how much time left?
30 seconds left.
All right, this has got to be the longest 2 minutes of my life. 2 minutes feels like an eternity. Oh, the bloodworm bite tank. Oh, this is horrible. Give me a countdown.
5.
Got me again.
3.
That's 3.
2. 1.
Definitely got nailed on the pinky on this side, and I got 2 nips between my fingers, here and here. Definitely got nipped 3 times. Wow, that was weird. What a crazy day on the Brave Wilderness channel. Well, I don't know if we can definitively say that bloodworms like to hunt in packs, but I'll tell you this. They sure don't mind sharing a meal, but man, that original bite, that was a serious, serious chomp from a bloodworm. It is absolutely swollen and very tender to the touch. I have a feeling I'm gonna be in pain for quite a while on that one. And I was absolutely correct. The bite of a bloodworm was no joke and ended up becoming one of the most painful experiences I've endured so far. Overnight, the swelling increased dramatically, and the burning around the bite spread through my hand and up my arm, nearly locking my wrist. Then, days after the initial pain subsided, I had a secondary reaction, where the bite zone flared up with an aggressive rash and itched at least twice as much as poison ivy. In all, it took 3 weeks to heal from the bloodworm venom, and I'm here to officially say the scary rumors of bloodworms are 100% true. So while these creatures are an important part of the intertidal ecosystem and a valued resource for fishing towns across Maine, you absolutely want to avoid their bite at all costs. Ouch! Exclamation point. I'm starting my search for Arizona's largest tarantula, and normally I do my best to not get bitten by giant hairy spiders, but today I'm going to intentionally take a bite from the desert blonde tarantula to see just how dangerous it really is. But before I can do that, I've got to catch one. Let's get searching. We're searching the Sonoran Desert of Arizona to find these tarantulas. This desert is teeming with all sorts of venomous creatures, and the best time to find them is after dark. The sun is finally set, headlamp is on. This headlamp is going to be the main tool that I use tonight to find one of these tarantulas. So I'm going to use my headlamp to sweep from side to side. There's not a lot that gives away other than just getting a light right on the tarantula itself. And then comes the tricky part, actually catching one. I also have a snake hook with me tonight, which could come in handy in catching a tarantula, but the main reason I have it is because this is prime rattlesnake territory. There's a lot more things crawling around out here than just big spiders. These spiders are out tonight hunting, but if they're near their hole, they'll quickly tuck back in. If I don't get close enough in time, it's pretty much game over and we'll have to find a new tarantula to catch. Whoa, we got a rattlesnake right there. You see it coiled up? Right there. Back up a little bit, guys. That is a western diamondback rattlesnake. Now, it is not a big one. This is a juvenile, but it is still capable of inflicting a very serious bite. You can use a snake hook to move snakes out of our way, just like this. Let the snake go, and we keep searching for spiders. Yes. It's a great sign that we're seeing all these venomous creatures out on the hunt. This desert is coming alive.
Put a scorpion right at your foot.
Look at this. Desert hairy scorpion right there. Let's see if I can grab it. Best way to do this is just to grab right at the top knuckle so it can't sting me. Let's see if we can get him to calm down. Stay buddy, stay buddy. Come on. There we go, that's good. Oh. Got him. Oh yeah, he's pinching me. All right, here we go. Let's see, show you what we got here. That is a pretty good size giant desert hairy scorpion, the largest species of scorpion in the United States. Luckily, I've got a good grip on its stinger there, but you can see there's even a little bit of venom starting to come out of the tip of it. If you don't grab these guys correctly, they will give you a pretty good pop. You can see why they call them the desert hairy. Look at all the hairs all over its body. It doesn't get much cooler than these large scorpions. All right, let's put them back and keep looking for those tarantulas. Scorpions and tarantulas are out here hunting the same food. I have a feeling we're closing in on our giant spider. Oh, I got a spider right there. Let's go. All right, got my container. Let's see if we can get a catch. Okay, it's holes right here. Going to need to move in carefully. That is a big male. Oh no, I lost it. Hang on, maybe I can coax it back out. Oh no. Ah, lost it. Wait, hang on. It's still there. I got it back. I got it back. Snake hook is coming in clutch. Okay, coax it this direction. See it rearing its abdomen up. Okay, oh, just bit the snake hook. Here we go, guys. Got it. Got it. Here we go. Woo! Oh, buddy. That is a good one. Big male desert blonde tarantula. After a little bit of searching and a little bit of luck, then we brought the snake hook. We got ourselves our tarantula for the bite test. All right, let's hike it back in. Let's go, guys. Yes! As fate would have it, as we were heading back to start setting up for the bite test, we saw an even bigger spider. Oh, another tarantula. This one looks bigger. Oh yeah, okay. Let's try to catch this one too. All right, I don't know how close it is to its hole, but I'm going for the catch. Here we go. Holy cow, that is a huge freaking spider, guys. Wow. Cha-cha-cha. Ho, 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 ho! Oh, that is the specimen we have been after. That is a truly huge tarantula. I did not expect this. Not one, but two huge desert blonde tarantulas. What we have here are a male and a female. And unfortunately for me, I think this video just turned from a tarantula bite test to a tarantula bite comparison. And I'm sure you are as curious as I am which of these two spiders has the more painful bite. It's time to find out. I am definitely nervous. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Two full-grown desert blonde tarantulas. And the table is now set for the ultimate spider bite test here in the Sonora Desert. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. What I'm about to do is a bad idea. Please do not attempt to recreate what you're about to see in this video. We have two tarantulas here in front of us. We have a male and the female, which we found unexpectedly. I think it is worth doing a bite test comparison to see which bite is more ferocious, because these spiders live very different lives from each other. Females actually live for a lot longer. We're talking 25 years for a female tarantula and only 5 to 10 years for a male. Females tend to bunker down. They stay a lot more localized to their nests, where the males are much more nomadic and predatory. I have a suspicion that we have a very different bite profile to these two spiders, and we are going to put that to the ultimate test. Let's take a closer look at Arizona's largest spider. Ladies first. In order to get some really good footage of the spider, I'm going to move it into this glass dome. And of course, we don't want our spider to get away. All right, delicate little procedure here. Wow. There we go, perfect, perfect, perfect transfer. Oh my goodness. The fangs on these spiders are enormous. It's not just going to be the venom that I'm up against today. We're talking actual puncture wounds from fangs that large. In terms of what they're out here hunting and eating, pretty much anything that they can grapple onto. They are very strong spiders, and of course, possessing those large fangs, they could subdue a variety of prey. Even small lizards would be a good meal for a spider this size. The females tend to be a little bit bigger than the males. They are called a desert blonde tarantula predominantly because you can see those hairs and just how blonde they are in the middle. But that is a full-grown desert blonde tarantula. The best way to probably go about doing this is for me to grab it by its carapace, the top of the head of the spider, and I'm gonna try to pin it, grab it, and then I'll be able to show you the fangs and of course, inflict the bite right here on my thumb. All right, brought a couple things with me today. I have a large pair of tweezers. Of course, we always bring first aid kit. The thing I need the most is the EpiPen. The worst outcome that can happen besides the pain that I'm about to experience is an allergic reaction. I think it's time to take the first of 2 bites from a tarantula. Okay, here we go. Now the females are known for being a little more docile than the males. Beyond, oh, easy girl, easy girl. Back, back, back. So you see how it's rearing its abdomen up right there? Beyond their capability to inflict bites, they also possess another defense mechanism, which is to flick the hairs off their abdomen. Females are rumored to be less aggressive, but this one looks ready to bite. And what I'm trying to do right now is to get a good hold on the carapace. This is the safest way for me to hold it for both me and the tarantula. There we go. Oh, geez. Okay, that made my heart jump. Okay. The spider just wants to come right at me. Oh my gosh. Did you hear that? That is the sound of spider fangs scraping the table. Okay. Look at the size of those fangs. And their fangs are retractable, just like a snake. And they are thick. We're talking some very large fangs. Those are going to pop holes in my skin for sure. Gotta get up a lot of nerve to do this. Okay, I've got a good grip on the spider. I'm gonna go for it. On 3. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to take a bite from Arizona's largest spider, the desert blonde tarantula. On 3. 1. I'm so nervous. 2. 3. Spider's fangs are on my skin. Ah! Yep, got me. You can see there's a little blood right there. Only popped 1 fang through. I think I gotta take a better bite, guys. It wasn't a good enough bite. All right, I'm gonna do 1 more. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that time it got me. That time it got me good. Oh my God. That freaked me out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hang on, let me get the spider back. Get back in there, girl. Get back in there. Yeah, see right there. See that? Definitely burns. Oh my gosh, my adrenaline is like firing right now, guys. I feel like my soul just jumped out of my body. That is the most freaked out I've been around an animal. And it definitely burns. Oh man. My neck, okay? Yeah. My neck is like seized up. It's like I've got a cramp right here. I don't know if it's from the bite or if it's from just the nerves and the tension. Oh my gosh. I think it's nerves. I don't think it's from the venom. Definitely burns. It's definitely a burning sensation. I had to really try hard to get that spider to bite me. I want to point that out, that this spider did not want to bite, but that was not an aggression bite, for sure. Okay, I think I'm good enough to do another bite. I think it's time to bring in the second tarantula and see if the male can inflict a more aggressive bite wound, which I have a feeling that's gonna happen. Males are known to be more aggressive, and that's why I wanted to do a bite test here. Much darker in coloration than the female too. Not looking forward to this. And my hand still burns from that first bite. Okay, come here. Come here, you. Come here, you. Okay. Got it pinned. Oh my gosh. Way stronger. Way stronger. Way more aggressive. Look at it attacking. Got it. Oh boy, that was tough. Okay, there you have it. The male desert blonde tarantula. Here are the fangs. You can see just as terrifying as the female spider. You can see there's even venom on these. Okay, on 3. I'm about to take my second bite, this time from a male and much more aggressive desert blonde tarantula. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Just waiting for the bite to come. You see, he does not want to bite me.
It's not as angry as the female.
No. Big reaction is that these animals do not want to bite me. So while we've given this spider plenty of opportunity to inflict a bite, you can see it really has no intent to do me any harm. And frankly, it should be a lot more afraid of me than I am of it. So I hope after watching this video, we all have learned some important lessons about Arizona's largest spider. Even though these spiders are large and admittedly pretty creepy, we really have no reason to fear them. And honestly, their venom isn't that strong because spiders this large tend to use their strength to overtake their prey. They don't want to bite you, and even if they do, it's really not that bad. All right, let's let our spiders back off into the desert. Lizard, right here. You guys rolling? Whoa, check that out. Look at that. This is a shingleback. Wow, what an amazingly cool lizard this is. Let me see if I can pick it up carefully. Oh, don't want to get bit. Don't want to get bit by this guy. Hang on. Look at that defensive display. Whoa, got a lunge. Oh, he is a feisty one. Oh, do you hear that? Hear that hiss? Got him. All right. Here, let's come on in close, guys. That is a really good look at their defensive display. I was hoping we would come across one of these lizards here in Western Australia, and there it is, our first reptile of the trip, the shingleback. The first thing you notice about this animal is that tongue sticking out, flaring its tongue out, saying, hey, I'm feisty and I will give you a tremendous bite if you get any closer. You can see the size of those mandibles, and it does have razor sharp teeth. Let's talk about its name. The shingleback gets its name because of its armored plating. Look at those scales. They are raised up and very thick, like an armored little tank. Here, Andrew, feel the back of that.
Whoa, he's super tough.
He's super tough. An extra tough lizard that utilizes its scales to ward off predators. Those armored scales would act like a plate, a barrier, to hopefully protect it long enough to scurry away. Now, some people would call this a shingleback, others would know it as a bobtail. It gets the name bobtail because of this little nubby tail on the back, which has a couple of purposes. The first purpose is it's a defense mechanism because it's a false head. So if there's a predator like a hawk or a snake that comes in and tries to eat this lizard, it might accidentally go for the wrong side because it looks a lot like its head. And that would be good for this lizard because it would give it a chance to get away. Now, another purpose for that bobtail is it's a fat store. Being out here in the desert, water is scarce and energy can be scarce. So certain times of the season, while this lizard can be hibernating, it relies on the fat stores in its tail to survive. Now, these lizards are a species of blue-tongued skink, and while their tongue isn't as bright as their cousin, the eastern blue tongue, I think their armored appearance makes them the coolest of these spunky Australian lizards. I want to be very clear, I do not want to take a bite from this lizard. It has very strong jaws because it is an omnivore. It feasts on a diet of snails and beetles, so it requires strong mandibles to crush those shells up. And I don't want you to crush my finger, right? Because we're gonna be friends, because I'm gonna help you out too before the end of this video. These lizards can be found while road cruising out here in the outback. They are often victims of car strikes because they like to stay on the road to get warmth. They are ectothermic, so we're gonna help you cross the road, buddy, don't worry. But we're also gonna help you out with something else. Now, one of the things that we can do is to remove some of its parasites. You see that right there? Let's get a tight shot. These reptiles are known to be covered in ticks. So anytime we encounter an animal with visible parasites like leeches, barnacles, or ticks, we always do our best to try to remove them if possible. In this case, removing these pesky bloodsuckers will cause no pain to the lizard and will certainly help its chances for survival in this harsh desert environment. This is a little bit risky right here. Getting my fingers super close to those jaws. Got him. Oh no. There's more. Ugh. Hang on, buddy. We'll help you out here. Guys, there are so many ticks on this lizard. That one was in its left ear, and the ticks do like to go for the softer part, so ears and in between the scales. I'm gonna try this one out. Here we go. Yeah. Gotcha. There we go. And there is another tick. See? That's what friends do. We remove ticks from each other's ears. You would do the same for me, wouldn't you? Now this is not a tick that would burrow into a human, but they can actually get about 20 times this size by engorging themselves with the blood of these reptiles. I've actually found a tick on another shingleback before that was the size of a grape. Ugh, disgusting, right? Ugh, we don't want ticks. I think I got the main ticks off of you. Oh no, you got another one deep in your ear. Got him. Got him. They are all stuffed in his ear. How did you get so many ticks inside your ear? Oh gosh, guys. There are so many ticks in this lizard's ear. Guys, you're gonna wanna get a shot of this, it's gross. Ugh, look at that. Dude, where have you been? All right, no more ticks. I think I got them all out of that ear. I'm sure that feels a lot better, huh, buddy? Now you can hear again. All right, the sun's coming back out. He's getting a little feisty. Let's see if we can get another look at that iconic defense display, that tongue splaying out to warn any predator off. All right, I'm gonna try to put him down carefully and not take a bite. Ready? You guys got your shot? 1, 2, 3. See that? See that defense display? Oh, he is fast. Yeah. Hey, we're still friends. Don't worry.
He looks angry.
Oh man, they are feisty when they want to be. Oh, not messing around, are you, buddy? Too close. Gosh, he bit down hard. Oh, guys, look at that bite. We were trying to get the thumbnail, and I was using my hat to shade, and he's totally bit my hat. Oh my gosh, it is strong. I don't think it's gonna let go. You would not want to take a bite from this lizard. Holy smokes, it is just bulldog grip. Let's see if I can just put it down and it'll let go. Give me my hat. Who do you think you are, Jake Paul? Got my hat? Can I have my hat back, sir? Please? Are you kidding me? Thank you. Thank you for my hat back. Okay. Wow. You would not want to take a bite from this lizard. It is a bulldog. That is a bite that you would not soon forget. So cool. All that you can see here behind me in this clearing is a giant nest of leafcutter ants. There are hundreds of entry and exit holes all over this mound. Below the surface here is a catacomb of maze-like pathways that are home to this leafcutter ant colony. Now this colony will be made up of different size ants. Some of them are small workers, and then of course at the other end of the spectrum are large soldier ants. Those are the ones we are after, because today we are officially going to rank the leafcutter ant on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index, the BSI. The BSI is our official ranking index for all insect and arachnid bites and stings. The rankings are made by testing 3 factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath, all of which are combined for a total score you will find out at the end of this video. I have been bitten by these ants before, and I can tell you that I have yet to encounter another insect of this size with this powerful of a bite. This one could rack up a heck of a score. But before we actually get bitten, we have to find a soldier ant. You can see here, look at this. There's a lot of leaf scraps that have been dropped by these ants. They're literally going out into the jungle, cutting the leaves, harvesting them, and then bringing them back here where they will grow a fungus that makes their food. But that is not the job of the soldier ant. The soldier ant has one job: defend the nest at all costs. And that's why they have the biggest and strongest jaws. Now, in order to find a soldier ant, all we have to do is make a little bit of disruption or vibration near the openings. It's almost like knocking on the door. Anybody home? We're looking for someone to give me a chomp, and they will defend this nest with their lives. There's pretty much no stopping the will of a soldier leafcutter ant. So I'm just gonna go around here, agitate the ground. This looks like a good hole. And with enough tries, we should see some of these soldiers show themselves in defense of the colony. Oh, right there. Get your cameras right there, guys. Look at that. Huge. Wow. That hole just exploded with soldier leafcutter ants. Look at that. Okay, it's time to get some. You guys ready? There's no good way to do this. You just got to get in and grab the ants. Here we go. Okay. Oh, they're already on my boots. Oh, they're swarming. They're swarming. They're all over me already. These ants are crazy how fast and elusive they can be. All right, I'm doing it to hit the ground some more. Get some more big ones out. Come on, boys. Let's go. Right there. Got one. Yeah. That's a good one. Oh, it's a beast. I got two. Got two so far. Here we go. Here's the big boy. Oh, that one's huge. Ah, he's biting me. Oh, he's got me. Ah, ah. Oh, no, not yet, not yet. Ah. I already got nailed. All right, come on. All right, we got three so far. Three so far. All right, let me, oh, there's a big one. There's a big one. Come here. Oh, even the little ones bite. Okay. All right, I've got four ants. One more. Let's try to get out some more bigger ones. Here we go. Come on. Where are you? Oh man, they are all over my boots. Look at this. Look at this. Get a shot of that. They are just attacking me. Here, let's get away from this ant. Wow, guys, we're getting swarmed. We are getting swarmed. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. Let me. Oh man, they are so strong. They're hard to get off your boots. Look at that one. Get out of here. Okay. They're all over my shoelaces. These are all my bootlaces. Okay, guys, check your pants. Oh, you got one on your shoe. Oh, jeez. Ah! Yeah. Just got nipped. Little precursor to what's coming next. And in case you're wondering, yes, these ants are absolutely capable of breaking skin and drawing blood. Ah! He's got me! Ah, that one's already got me. Ah! No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Ah. Ooh, all right. Dang.
We gotta get out of here. They're all over the boots.
All right, well. All right. Hang on. All right, that's 5. That's 1. That one nailed me. Dang, that got me good.
Oh man, there's one on your boot.
Oh my gosh, all right guys, we're getting swarmed. We gotta get out of here. All right, let's go. Man, I'm bleeding. All right, oh my gosh. Whew, that always gets your heart racing, trying to catch these soldiers. Look how big they are. Those are some seriously aggressive ants. When they storm out of their nest, there's only one mission: attack. I'm just getting nailed on the ear. Just got hit on the ear. Gosh, can never catch soldier ants like these without taking a few bites in the process. But oh, you got one on your boots right there. Right on your boot right there. Man, those leafcutter ants, these soldiers, barnstormed out of that entry point, and they meant only one thing: inflict as much pain as possible on all these intruders. And they sure got us a few times. But in the end, we got 5 really good size soldier ants. And one of these will officially be the ant that I let bite me, so we can rank the jaws of the Costa Rican rainforest for the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. Let's go set up our bite table. No joke, I've literally found these ants chomped onto my clothing months after our trips to Costa Rica. They make it all the way back on the airplane and through the washing machine because once they bite, they don't let go. All right, bite table set. We have our soldier ants. We've got a set of entomology forceps. Before we get into this, I'm going to need to tape up my finger because that ant back there annihilated me. His finger keeps just bleeding all over me. Whew. We've got ourselves 5 soldier ants that we are going to try to pick the biggest one to be the official ambassador for the Bite Sting Index of the leafcutter ant. What do you guys think? I think maybe this one?
Oh, there's a big one.
Think right here in the front? Yeah, I think that's the one. Ah, man, the other one's a grand. There it is, there's the one. That's the one. Oh man. All right, there we have our ant. Get a better grip on it. Scraping the damn. There. Look, the size of the jaws of that ant. These ants do not sting, they only bite. Some ants both bite and sting. The leafcutter ant is just a bite, but I could tell you no other ant I have ever encountered in the entire world after 10 years of traveling, making content for Brave Wilderness, have I encountered any ant that can bite nearly with the strength of the leafcutter ant. I mean, there's not even a close second. And the reason for that is look at the size of the head of that ant. And not only is the bite strong, the bite is also sharp. They are like a set of butcher knives, shearing together to chop away at anything they can grab onto. And as for intimidation factor, I would have to say for ants, this intimidation is very high. This ant is gonna get a very good score right out of the gate. I gotta go through it again. Gosh, dang it, I am not looking forward to this. I know exactly what I'm in for. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck really bad. Okay, yeah, and get this. When these ants bite, you either have to pry them off or just wait until they let go. So this isn't like a one chomp and then we're done. I'm gonna leave the ant on to gnaw away until it walks off, because if not, I'm gonna have to pry it off and that could do even more damage. In fact, indigenous cultures used to use these insects as sutures where they would take the ants, let them bite, and then rip the head off, because once the ant is locked down, it has to choose to release. If it can't choose to release, it stays on there. So yeah, we're just gonna let the ant do its thing and chomp away until it feels like it's done the damage it can do. And I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty serious damage. All right, you guys ready? Like, I've done enough talking. I wanna get this over with. It's time to put the soldier leafcutter ant on the Bite Sting Index. On 3, ready? I'm gonna put it right there. 1. Oh man, I can sense it just wants to chomp away. It wants to gnaw onto me. It's gonna slice through. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. All right, on 3. I dropped it. All right, let me get it back, let me get it back. Don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it.
Don't get bit yet.
I know. I'm getting lightheaded a little bit because I know it's coming my way. You guys are wondering if I'm getting used to this by now. Yeah, I know what it's like to get bit and stung by a lot of stuff, but every single time I do this, there's like a wave of anxiety and adrenaline, and I'm feeling the nerves, and I'm about to feel the chomp. Here we go, on 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, it's not good. Man, I'm getting lightheaded. Hang on a second. Oh.
Are you okay, Mark?
Whoa. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. All right, I got this. It's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's got me.
Yeah, just pop through. It feels like it's cutting my finger off. Are you done? Are you done? Oh my gosh. In case you're wondering if I was faking that at all, probably have to blur that out because that is a lot of blood. I'd say that was a good test. I don't know how much better of a test that we can do. Here, I'm gonna clean off our ant here because he's covered in blood. Hang on a second. Look at that. Look at that. There's another demonstration of strength, like we needed another one, but this ant is so powerful. Get off there, bud. Come on. Okay. All right. Well, I'd say we have ourselves a pretty good official bite test with the leafcutter ant. Man, I hope that's the last time I have to do that. Tell me in the comments what else you want to see on the BSI. But before we go, let's give the leafcutter ant an official score. For intimidation, the speed at which these ants move and the numbers by which they swarm, and just the general sheer size of their razor-sharp jaws are as impressive as they are terrifying. So I give the leafcutter ant a 7.5 out of 10 for intimidation, which is big for an ant. And on that note, I have to acknowledge that we've received some feedback that intimidation as part of the index is too subjective and that we shouldn't weigh it in as much as the other factors. Guys, I have to completely disagree with that because I can tell you, once you see what's biting you, or in my case, what's about to bite you, your emotions are triggered and it absolutely affects the pain you're about to experience. So yes, size matters and so does intimidation. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay, now back to the score. For pain, well, I have yet to react to any test as much as I have the leafcutter ant. So for immediate pain, I have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. And yes, that score surprises even me to say it out loud, but I mean, come on, look at this. Finally, for aftermath, this is where the leafcutter ant does offer a little relief. Although very painful at first, the wounds end up feeling like super deep paper cuts and almost immediately subside. So just as long as you clean them out right away, you should have very little inflammation or chance of infection afterward. So for that, I only give the aftermath of the leafcutter ant a 3.5 out of 10, giving the soldier leafcutter ant an official BSI ranking of a 6.8. All that to say, ouch. But yes, venom matters big time on this index, and without it, you just can't hang with the big dogs. The thorny devil is like a living sculpture, and some rumors say it is so sharp it can actually draw blood when you try to catch it. So if we're lucky enough, we're gonna put those rumors to the test. Let's get searching. They live exclusively on a diet of ants. Because of that need, if you find an ant mound or an ant line, there's a good chance there's a thorny devil somewhere in the vicinity, so we can then create a perimeter and start really scanning the area. These are masters of camouflage in this environment, so you really need to narrow it down to a sweet spot. So sharp. This is definitely thorny devil habitat. Everything out here is spiky. Especially this plant right here. This is like little razor blade leaves. Gonna keep an eye out for that one as we search for this creature. Here we go. This is a good indication. You see that line in the sand right there? That's an ant track. You can actually see a few tiny, tiny ants making their way back to their nest. But this is great, guys. We've got the sandy environment. We found the food. Now it's time to find the devil itself. What I'm looking for now are either foot tracks or the outline. It has a very distinct contrast with the rest of the environment. The outline of the tail and the horns on the front. And that's what I'm gonna be scanning for along the ridges and along the bush lines. Luckily, the thorny devil is not very fast. You can see why you have to be such a specialized animal to call this your home. Humans would not do very well living out here. Oh, I see one. Got one. We got a devil. Oh, yes, yes, we got one. Oh man, this is the coolest lizard on the planet, guys. Oh my gosh, I am so excited right now. I cannot believe we found a thorny devil. Look at how cool this little dragon is. This is one of the top targets out here. And unlike their cousins in America and Mexico, the horned lizards, these guys are actually super spiky. And you see it puffing up its body and pushing those spines out. That is one of its defense mechanisms. And I could tell you that if you were to grab onto this thorny devil without knowing that it was sharp, you would get a handful of spikes. Look at how cryptic the color patterning is. This animal is superior at camouflage in this environment, from the sand that's demonstrated in its arms to the foliage and the yellow leaf litter. This animal is perfectly designed for this habitat. You can see that I'm not really doing much to keep the animal here with us. They're very docile and slow moving. In fact, they use their tail as a balance to step forward. They're almost like a chameleon, and they'll do very cautious steps. So look at that, just in a matter of minutes from presenting this animal, it's already changed its color to a much more vibrant yellow on the back. And that's probably because the sun is really starting to come out today. And like most lizards, it is ectothermic. The more heat it absorbs in its body, the more energy it's going to have. And it certainly has earned its name, the thorny devil. It is extraordinarily sharp and spiny. And it is covered from the tip of its tail all the way to its fingers and sharp spikes. Andrew, stick your finger out there. Tell me what that's like.
Wow, it's like prickers.
It's literally as sharp as the thorns on a rose. Just because it has these defense mechanisms doesn't mean that this lizard doesn't have any predators. There are animals out here that would make a meal out of a thorny devil, including species of hawks and, of course, the predatory goannas, the giant monitors that live in this country. So that's where this animal will rely on its superior camouflage to blend into its environment, to not give its location away. It also has another unique defense mechanism. You see those two horns right at the neck? That is a false head. And in a defense situation, the thorny devil will tuck in its head, offer up that false head to any would-be predator so it has a chance to escape if attacked. So let's see if we can actually get it to do that. Offering that false head up. That is a great display. All right, let's pick it back up. Gosh, those spikes are sharp. Ah, oh, did you see him right there try to horn me? Ah, okay. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. I thought we had an agreement. We were gonna do this scene and I was gonna put you back, trying to show everybody how cool you are. There we go. If you ever wanna see one in person, you have to come here to one of its native ranges. Right now we are in Western Australia, but the range extends all the way to the center of the continent. But it lives in this specialized desert terrain, feeding on ants of a particular variety. Now, when I say feeding on ants, I should say feasting on ants. This little lizard has the ability to eat up to 3,000 ants a day. It will eat up to 1,000 ants in a single meal. And because of that, it actually is said that they are super intelligent. They have the ability to track through their environment to locate different colonies of ants, and they make sure that they don't overpredate any specific colony. They want to be able to come back to the food line to get another meal when they need it. These animals all have a very unique color pattern. You see underneath there? The patterning on the belly is like an individualized fingerprint for these lizards. So scientists will actually take photographs of the underside of a thorny devil so they can study the populations in any given area. And this one is super cool. It's very reticulated, almost like tiger stripes. Ah, so sharp. Ah, hang on. Ah, in addition to being super spiky, It has another very unique mechanism that is developed for life out here in the desert, and that's the ability to drink using its feet. Now, I've heard that if you actually pour water out and place a thorny devil in a small puddle, you can witness this happening. So we are going to try to demonstrate that for you right now. I've got a little water here. All right, let's see. Look at that. See all that moisture? Definitely have water coming up the back. I can see it on the neck. It's probably hydrating its eyes. And if we stay here long enough, it would actually be able to siphon some of that water into its mouth. But that is so cool. So those scales are adapted to be able to suck up moisture from the ground to keep this lizard hydrated. It's hard to believe, even holding it here in my hand, seeing it move, seeing it look at me, I'm almost in disbelief that this is even a real living thing. And for those of you who've been watching to see if the thorny devil is indeed sharp enough to draw blood, well, here you go. I mean, it is spiky. It's like holding the thorns of a rose. So I'm gonna do this delicately. Ready? Ah, you're spining me. It's wriggling around and it's so spiky, but I think the verdict is in. I do not think the thorny devil is sharp enough to draw blood, even though, he's spiky. Definitely does not feel good when it tenses up those spines, ow. From its defense mechanisms and the spines and the false head to even the way that it drinks. How cool was it to come across the real dragon of the outback, the thorny devil. I'm Mark Vins, be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, buddy, we're gonna put you back. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure to search for the Brave Wilderness channel on YouTube so you can join me and the crew on our upcoming adventures.